senior speaker, Mr. Fletcher Berryman.
How you guys doing tonight? Before I get on with my speech, I'd like to quickly thank all the parents for just, being there for us over the last 18, 17 years. I think it's pretty rad. And also for the teachers who helped me get through the 4 years of treacherous high school. I made it. I didn't think I would, but I did. Thank you. Let me get on with my speech. Okay. 13 years ago, I spent my days in that worn old sandbox beneath the pine trees outside Miss Crumley's room. I would sit and dig my hands through the wet sand, occasionally stopping to glance at the goats feeding on the hill right past the chain link fence. The sandbox was my life. Everything of importance occurred within its foot-high walls. It was there that I met Brett Simons, Laura Nault, and others who had begun their long stay at Top of the World Elementary. The year was 1995. And I was a blissfully ignorant kindergartner living a life free from studying, free from relationships, free from all the other responsibilities that come with age. I had a clean slate, a fresh canvas upon which I could paint my life however I so pleased. Now it's 2008, and as a college-bound high school graduate, I find myself right back where I started 13 years ago. We all sit here, reminiscing about the memories and experiences we've shared together, ready to make our final stop before we enter the next chapter of our lives. Let us not forget, however, the times we've had. Many of you attended school in Laguna since kindergarten, as I have, and those who joined us later down the road are now equally a part of this amazing paradise we live in. I challenge you to look back and realize the significance of each and every memory we shared together. I'm going to share a couple of those real quick. A classic one for me was the time Parker King and Dylan Demang and I were playing basketball at TW, and Dylan ran directly into a railing of a nearby portable, essentially destroying everything within 3 inches of his eye and getting blood all over the blacktop. Yeah. I recall the day that Josh Wells and I waited impatiently through silent reading time in Miss McLean's room for the Thurston Bell to ring, and finally we just chucked a copy of Beowulf to destroy the silence. I'm still scarred from the multiple times during middle school when I asked out Paige Obradovich and was devastated by her surprising response of no every time. Give it 10 years, Paige. Sorry. I remember the day that Austin Cooper pierced his nose in the middle of class. I remember as a freshman crossing the street on an otherwise ordinary day to attend English 9 above the pool, only to have Mr. Roach and Mr. Bogey waiting outside on the porch, barbecuing hot dogs for us. I remember Paul Hester and Kevin Buck riding into the pep rally on motorized scooters, fully cloaked in Hogwarts uniforms. And my personal favorite, I'll never forget the day that Armin McGay returned the class of 2008 flag to its rightful owners after certain Dylan Rowley attempted to steal it from us during a pep rally. Yeah. Thanks, Armin. Well, I absolutely love leaving you guys with hilarious moments of the past. I feel compelled to deliver a message of sincerity before we go on our way. Class of 2008 may be graduating today, but it'll live on forever. Graduation cannot break the bonds that we have made. Graduation cannot destroy the memories that have shaped each and every one of us into unique and valuable young adults. We are the class of 2008. We are the same class that would enter pep rallies as freshmen and drench the seniors with our class pride. Sorry, 05. We now are the seniors. We are the top of the food chain, and still our flame of passion has yet to die. We are more than ready to go out and conquer the world. I look at the class of 2008 with both awe and pride. I would say that we have a whole lifetime ahead of us to accomplish amazing feats, but so many of us have already begun to prove to the rest of the world that we are nothing short of spectacular. As the class of 2008, we have it all. We have athletes with full-ride scholarships to Division I universities. We have thespians that have written their own plays from scratch and put on shows comparable to professional productions. We have entrepreneurs like Cameron Pearson, who has his own clothing company that they sell down at LSMX. That's pretty cool. We have not only an amazing student, but an amazing female student, Angela Lozano, who will be attending the Coast Guard Academy this year. That's really cool. I couldn't do that myself, so I think that's really rad. We have students like Alana Bunty, who's managed to dedicate her life to fashion while continuing to achieve in school. Sorry, Alana. We have dozens and dozens of students who will be attending some of the finest institutions in the nation. And just when the stereotype of rich, spoiled, and ignorant children seem to be breathing down our necks, we have Bud Kewen, who bought his own car, is paying for his college tuition, filed independent on last year's tax return, and still spots me for lunch. All this, and we're just getting started. The class of 2008 doesn't end here. It doesn't end today. We have spent our whole lives anticipating the future after high school, when in reality the future is not a period of time, nor a phase of life. The future is us. Just as I sat in that old sandbox 13 years ago, we all find ourselves in a much larger sandbox, the sandbox of high school. And today is the day that we venture out of the sandbox and enter the world no longer as boys and girls on the playground, but as intelligent men and women that will have nothing to get in their path towards greatness. Let us never forget where we started. This is Laguna Beach High School, and we are the class of 2008. To the end of our days. My name is Fletcher Berryman, and I approve this message. Stay gnarly. Happy birthday, Paul Hester.